Today is the day to look at a logging road with the drone. So we were driving back and forth past this place several times, and I thought it'd be fun to take a little tour around through there. And I thought, well, maybe I'll just, at the end of the job, which I did, then I stopped on the side of the road and flew the drone around there just to have a peek at what the countryside looked like. So this is a logging road where it looks like it's mostly poplar, some spruce and pine, but pretty well all poplar. And they're cutting it into short wood, which of course we can see the piles on both sides of the road. And they come in there with trucks and a button top loader and load them up, take them away. I don't have any ability to haul short wood like that myself, not in any legal way anyway. So, but I thought it'd be fun to kind of just take a little cruise down the road and have a look at what it looks like. This area was south of Grand Prairie, Alberta. Near the, I don't know, near the Gold Creek, I believe is what this area is called. I'm not 100% sure. Tool van or something there. And that's one of the reasons to not be poking around on roads like that, is you have no business being there with a wheeled vehicle, because anyone who's driving around there, what are they doing? If they're not a tourist, they're a thief. So that's why I didn't drive in there. I don't think I would with a personal vehicle without asking for permission. But anyway, piles and piles of wood as far as the eye can see, it seems like. But kind of cool. I think I just tried to get my elevation down just to have a different perspective and have a look at the wood itself. Poplar. Mostly pretty good looking stuff. Not sometimes poplar has a real bad rot in the center and all of the wood would be all rotted out, but it doesn't look like that. It'll probably go for the mill close by, which is a OSB, the oriented strand board or chip plywood. Anyway, more and more trees, poplar trees, they come back up like weeds in this country here. I don't know that they reforested it with pine or spruce seedlings, if they'll do that next year, or what they do there. I don't know the answer on that one. But mostly just a little tour as we watch the trail and the trees and the scenery. I do not think it would be a very good place to be trying to drive if it were muddy, or if it had rained a bunch. I'd just put it off until it was either dry or frozen, because that place would turn into axle deep mud. Stop and look at some more trees. And they do these all with now these dangle head wood processors, and so the processor will stand there and spit out all the good stuff, and all the tops will go to the end or into a burning pile or whatever they do with them. That's where I came from, and I'm parked over there at then that lease with the gravel truck. So let's go a little further, see where we're at, what else we can see from where we are, without even getting any dirt in our socks. Up and around. But as you drive by these places, of course, there's absolutely no way you can guess on what size of the place that they're logging, or what the elevations are, or anything else. So I was just curious to see what it might look like. Went on there for a long ways. I would guess a mile, probably, at least, back to the back of the block there. Maybe close, something like that. Climb some elevation, see the country. More of the logs. Oh yeah, way back there even more, right? So I don't think it would be a whole lot of fun to haul wood out of there in the middle of the winter when it's icy either. This is fairly flat country right there, at least, so it wouldn't be too bad. But and beaver ponds and stuff in the distance. We saw lots of black bears hauling gravel out of this area, but I guess lots of black bears, lots of deer. There's my truck parked there. And more bushes and trees. It's a remote area compared to many other parts of the world, that's for sure. You can go for miles and miles and miles before you ever get to where anyone lives. But from this distance, you're like, yeah, that's kind of pretty. I like this. The elevation from here makes the whole world look like a model train set to me. You can see pipelines and seismic as they go along. And edit that part. Just pan out over the river valley. I think actually the valley in the distance between the green and the gray out there is actually the Smoky River Valley from the Big Smoky River. But I figured it'd be neat to look from that elevation straight down over the trees. But yeah, it does change the perspective. It makes it look like a model train set almost. You can see the river off in the distance there. I think that's the Smoky River. It's a pretty big river, kind of a glacial fed type looking water. And I actually made a video later on that day of the river and crossing. But you'll have to watch for that one. I thought I'd crash my drone, and well, I almost did. Thank goodness the obstacle avoidance was smarter than I was, or I would have lost the drone. But as far as this, yeah, this is the area, and this road that we just looked down, that was from the pit where we hauled out of. And this is another spot of some more logging that I had made a short video before. Seems like it goes on forever. And then head her back to the truck. Fly back and drop an elevation and then get on the way. This is an oil battery, or it would be 3 wells and a little bit of processing, but there I am standing there beside my truck. Last look at the sky and then land and get on our way.